Hola, hola. We're back with Waaseyaa. After I did a round of bug fixes and a release to alpha.226, I believe it was. And now we're going to try a prompt that we have crafted over here, which is simply going to, well, it's going to upgrade to that. What's going on? It's not doing anything. Oh, there it is. I just probably stopped it too. Anyhow, it's just chugging. Okay, back to the show. Right. So we have not quite a fresh. We have a Waaseyaa app here that has one entity, the story entity, and in the last one of the last demos, I could not get to the edit screen, this screen, and there were some other interesting, not interesting bugs with that. Right now it's not even loaded. I don't know why I'm trying to use it. Here's where we want to focus. This is the fun stuff. No. What? Stop. Composer state on Waaseyaa framework version 1. Blah, blah. Why? What? Upgrade to 226, man. I'll inspect composer.json. I don't know what happened. I didn't really review that that whole prompt that I just copy and pasted. I've been trusting Claude Cowork to keep the show going for me here and folding in. Well, I'm seeing that it's a pretty messy prompt now with a whole bunch of detail it doesn't need. But it's been growing over a few cycles, so this will be the last time I use that context. I will scale the prompt back to some fresh stuff. Yeah, this is really boring to watch. I'll resolve the new pin. I'll wait on Composer and read its final dependency resolution. I'll keep waiting on the same Composer process. I'll give Composer another moment to finish installing alpha.226. I guess this is what to expect if you tell it to narrate. I'll wait for Composer's network and extraction work to complete. Thank you. There, so it got Composer. Composer just took a little while, I guess, to right there, yeah, with all dependencies. So it did a huge Composer update in Windows, which correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be slower than if I were doing this in Linux or just even, well, I was going to say WSL2, but that is Linux. It's just a VM. I don't know why. There's really no differentiator at this level. Anyway, I'll inspect Make Service Provider B. That's a cruddy name, and I have to remember to have a look at that. Upgraded successfully. Stop. Alpha exists but crashes because MakePublicHandler projectRoot is not bound. Well, let's go past it for now. Keep that logged. Patch the index manually. Next, I'll fold that into the round of edits after this demo that I hope we get through. I'll compare public index with the stub before patching it manually. Yes, you will. I'll apply the canonical alpha.226 stub changes directly to public index.php with apply patch. Whoop-de-doo. Basil? That was Austin Powers. We'll verify public index now matches the canonical vendor stub byte for byte. Byte for byte. I'll add the canonical base oh no, bear serve franken command to composer.json. Earlier it tried to create a whole, was it a whole no, it tried adding FrankenPHP support right to the serve command in Waaseyaa, in the Waaseyaa bin, which is, you know, it would couple FrankenPHP, and which is the runtime, to the framework, which you don't want. You should be able to swap in and out runtimes. Anyway, we nipped that in the bud, and now it just adds to the composer.php. I gotta figure out how to be able to show this stuff while I'm talking here, like get an actual editor open. Yeah, the composer.php files. Here we go. It does have an editor. I don't use Codex very much, so this seems to be a lot nicer of an interface than Claude Code, the Windows Claude Code. Anyway, I like to use the just the CLI. Oh yes, what was I yapping about? Composer.json. So this serve franken is very easy to rip out if you're not going to use FrankenPHP locally. Whether or not this is the best way to go about providing, it probably isn't. I mean, swapping out the runtime should be very simple. I guess this is just convenience more than anything. A composer script, very simple. It just runs this. FrankenPHP php-server root public listen 127.0.0.1 What's going on with this now? I'll locate the newest redirected log files in listener on port 8080 after launch. Looks like it's a bit rough here. Actually, I should be watching this. It's the first time I'm trying this composer script. I'll relaunch the serve franken composer script with php.exe, so the requested path still. Now, no, wait, what? I don't know how it does. Resolves bear FrankenPHP without replacing composer's PHP. I have to double back on that later. I don't quite understand that, to be honest. It looks like so maybe I had to clean up some processes there. I'll connect to the in-app browser, which it did right there. I'll show the browser. Navigate to its visible tab to admin and inspect the login screen. Looking at this table, it's going to be time to clean this table up. But I was more concerned about the CRUD, the create, read, update, delete of our story entity. I'll let it do its thing. I was going to show you the story entity. It's in previous videos, but it's not very interesting unless you find any of this interesting. So maybe it is. I'll click back to list. Verify alpha.226 single take story appears. So it just created a new story. I wasn't watching, actually, I wasn't paying attention. So theoretically, it filled in the title and body and the required source URL. I'll click create. I'll click back to list. So it did click back to list. That's what we're looking at. I'll run WaaseyaaRouter list to find the published story view route before opening it. Route list hit another alpha. So we got an error trying to run the Waaseyaa CLI to get a route list. It hit an error. Something I got to fix in the next round. Along with that, make public, was it? I think it was the Waaseyaa make public command failed as well. So 2 CLI failures so far that I saw. I'll open the created published story canonical view page at story and uuid. No, that page is not here. That page is not here. I'll probe that exact story URL with curl.exe and inspect the FrankenPHP's log for a 500 or hang. I'll inspect the JSON API route registration. So I'll read JSON API route provider. I'll locate the provider. It's just trying to find it, and then I'll read the located. It found it. It took a few rounds there to find the file it wanted, which is also something I should note because that's a lot of burned cycles right there for nothing. Yeah, we got that 404. It finally saw that there's a 404. I'll return the visible browser to admin story for the alpha.226 edit loading demonstration. I'll wait for the story rows to render so I can scope the created stories edit link. It found it. I'll click the created stories edit link and capture alpha.226 opening, aria-busy disabled, loading bar, and busy region state. I missed everything because I'm trying to read it. I'm going to have to do this myself and see if the loading state worked. It's updating. Saved successfully. I'll click back to list to delete the story created in this take. Back to list. And it's going to find the delete button. Let's make this wider. It's more interesting over here anyway. I'll check the browser confirmation mechanism before triggering the story's destructive delete action. What happened? Stop. Upgraded successfully. Stop. Make public command exists but crashes. Keep that log patch index manually. The browser deletion policy requires confirmation at action time. Shall I click delete for the story created in this demo? But it didn't. I guess I'll do it. I would like to know why it didn't though. It just has to click this. I'm going to cancel and make it do it. You didn't delete the story. You know, how do you view it too? We should probably put a view button in there. Oops. Keep my hands off the keyboard. I'll click delete and accept the browser confirmation. It's a browser confirmation. Like, as in like window.confirm. I'll inspect the tab's active JavaScript dialog after this timed out delete click. I'll refresh the DOM snapshot and enable the delete token after that failed click. I'm just going to stop it. It's just trying to click that button right there. I clicked it. I should have just clicked it from the start. I don't know what's going on now. Admin story. Although if I stopped it, did it kill the process? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I clicked OK. Now it says it took a while. That was not optimal. Let's leave it at that. Is this the one? Yes. I'm going to try to delete it. Yes. Does not appear to. It'd be nice if we had a look at the network tab. So yeah, we're not seeing a loading indicator. It's a little suspiciously slow as well. And then we get kicked back to this. So that's going to wrap it up. And now I got some fixes to implement. So, get out of here.